Here are some things as a fitness coach of 10 years that I think everyone needs to know. And if you're a client of mine, you've heard me say it. And obviously, if you're not already, make sure to subscribe because I give bi-weekly educational, valuable videos. And I'm currently traveling around in a van, living with my puppy and doing the fitness things alongside that. So follow along for a variety of content. Number one, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Now, we all know this, and I think everyone has heard it before, but most of us don't implement it, myself included, from many times. I think particularly as women, who is mostly how I coach these days, we all are very good at putting everyone else's face mask on first rather than our own. Actually, it takes time to practice stopping being a people pleaser and actually looking after yourself. So if there's one bit of advice I can do, it's find a part of your day, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, ideally, but for most of us it's not an hour, where you can prioritize you and you can do something for you. And for a lot of my clients, I work with the busiest women you can imagine, like have big businesses, demanding families, health stuff going on, whatever it might be, loads and loads of commitments, and they generally don't have an hour, but they do have 5 minutes. So whether that's when you wake up first thing in the morning, you quickly journal down your thoughts for the day, or when all the kids finally go to sleep, instead of watching TV and eating rubbish with your husband, you quickly do some stretching in front of the TV and watch TV, like something. There is always time for something. When you're boiling the kettle and you've got your baby in your arms, you're doing some squats to get something in for you. You can't pour from an empty cup, so you need to do something for you every single day, and sometimes that is intentional, sometimes you have to plan it in. And even as a woman who currently has no big commitments apart from my puppy and the van and my business, I still struggle sometimes to prioritize things as I want to. Something comes up with the van or one of my stepkids or dog or something, so nothing always goes to plan, but it's so important that you cannot pour from an empty cup. Number two, consistency is king, and we all know this, and that might feel like the most boring bit of advice in the world, but so many of us chase outcomes and we don't chase the consistency. If you can just focus each week and look at your consistency, you can measure it. If you're a number person, measure it. How many workouts did you do? How many steps did you do? How many goals of your own goals did you hit? And if the answer is not enough of them, then all you need to do is focus on next week getting 1% more and getting more consistent. And you can even map this out on like a big calendar or a small calendar or a Google calendar, whatever you want to do calendar wise, to look at your consistency and how you can grow that over time. Number three, we are all so good at showing up for everyone else, and we need to learn how to be good at showing up for ourselves. And I believe this is practice, because again, referring back to point one, all of us are very good at showing up for other people, looking after other people, prioritizing other people. And actually, a lot of us are very good with accountability. So a lot of my clients are great when they're working with me and they have that accountability. They know they've got to show up to hit their goals. But the second they drop that, they stop looking after all the things they should be doing because they aren't good. They haven't practiced showing up regardless. And it does take skill and it does take time. And it's taken me a long time to get good at showing up for myself regardless. Even if I have no coach or accountability, it does take time. And that's important to remember. Number four, moderation is key, but this is also a skill. Moderation is a skill. Very few of us, I would say almost none of us, have come from a world where we have no preconceived ideas around food or exercise or behaviours around food. So most of us do struggle to only have a little bit of chocolate or only have a few crisps from a bag, unless you're someone that's never dieted or never had a bad relationship with food or never witnessed lots of diet phrases and stuff over the years. Then you're probably going to be someone like myself who has struggled with this, and when they have a bit of chocolate they have all of the chocolate, or when they have a few crisps they eat all of the crisps. It takes time, it takes practice, it takes learning repeatedly to have a little bit and force yourself to stop. And the more you do that, honestly, the more that skill builds, and eventually you can be someone like I could not have chocolate in the house. I could not have chocolate. I couldn't have a multi-pack in the house. I couldn't have any chocolate in the house because I'd eat all of it because I had a huge chocolate addiction. And well, I thought I did. Actually, I had a moderation issue, and that when I solved that and I learned how to eat slower and more mindfully and only have a bit, and I got it wrong hundreds of times. There's so many times I ate a whole share bag and whatever other chocolate I had in the house, and I even binge ate before because I used to be a binge eater. It took time, it took practice, but now I can have chocolate in the van and leave it for days and only have it when I fancy it and have a little bit. And again, I think it's important to remember that even the most people that have built that moderation, they're not perfect. Like, I'll still sometimes have a bit too much chocolate because I want it, or I'll just be a bit mindfulness, or I'll forget that I don't need the whole bar, like those kind of things. No one's perfect with it. Number four, comparison is a thief of joy. And again, these are all things we know, and you're going to be like, these are not revolutionary. But you know what? We all need to rehear them, because you're on social media and you're looking at people that have no kids and washboard abs. They probably don't even look like that. They probably just learn how to take good photos, or they've got great genetics, or they haven't eaten that day yet, or, whatever it might be, or Photoshop, AI. I don't believe anything I see online anymore. I think most people are AIing themselves to some capacity. I'm not, because I don't have the technological skills. But I would definitely have washboard abs and massive glutes if I knew how to do it. I wouldn't, that's obviously a lie, but it would be nice. So I think that's really important to remember that. And also, like, you don't know anyone's life. And I think becoming a coach has made me realise this. The clients I see who are posting their happy stories on social media or are, you know, outwardly the most bubbly, happy, joyous people, internally are struggling. They have stuff going on financially or with their kids or their health or all of the above. You never know what's going on behind closed doors. Myself, even when I've got, you know, mid-divorce or big issues that have happened previously or whatever it might be, I'm still showing up with a smile on my face because that's my job, and I'm not coming in here and crying every day. I have done some crying videos. I'm not a psycho. I'm not a robot. But I think it's important to remember that actually no one shares everything on social media. I haven't shared the times that the van's broken down or that I've forgotten to empty the toilet and it's spilled everywhere. Like the times that are fails. But I share the nice, beautiful occasions where I park up or the beautiful scenic days like today where I'm sat in the woods filming videos for YouTube. No one shows up as authentically as they should, even the people that are more real on the internet, and I would say I'm one of those people. And I've totally forgotten what number we are, and I knew that was going to happen, but we'll say last one and most important one. If you forget this, I think well, we all forget this actually, but I do think it's something we all need to be reminded of. Maybe that's a better way of saying it. We only get one body. We only get one body. We only get one us. And most of us don't treat ourselves like that. We treat ourselves like we're expendable, or there's a backup option, or that it doesn't matter. And again, we prioritize other people, we compare ourselves to other people, we do all these things we shouldn't be doing. In reality, we only get one body. And I think it's always a bit of one of those like, oh, that's slightly deep and dark, but it's true. We are the only person that will be with us from the start of our life to the end of our life. We are the only person that knows what's going up in this brain. So you need to make it a nice place to be as much as we can control that. And you need to look after yourself. Now, there's so much of health that is beyond our control. And I'm not sitting here saying that we have complete control over our health, because we don't always. But there is a lot that is in our control. And if your best friend gave you their body and said, look after it for a week, I can almost guarantee you would work out every morning, you would eat really good food, you would drink enough water, you would sleep enough, you would probably do all of the things that we should be doing for ourselves and don't prioritise. So I'm ending it on a slightly deep one, but I think it is an important one. And if you're not already, make sure you're subscribed. I'll put some useful links and tips in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed my little rambles and thoughts and musings from 10 years as a fitness coach. And again, none of these are groundbreaking, but they're all things we all need to be reminded of pretty constantly. So save this video and come back to it the next time you're having a bit of a blip, or you're getting stuck in comparison, or you're not showing up for yourself as you should.